Sometimes we take quick decisions and regret it later. Sometimes we regret not taking a decision right now. And sometimes we decide not to take a decision now and maybe postpone it endlessly. Now, why is it so hard to make decisions? And most importantly, just to stick with it. Is there a wiser and simpler way to make the process of decision making easier? Hi, my name is Aina Raj and I'm a life coach. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 tips that can help you in better decision making. So let's get started. Okay, so here goes tip number 1. Understanding your values. Your values are those that define you as a person. Now, if there are 2 things that are equally important to you, your values will determine the option that you choose. For example, relocating to a new house. Now, there are 2 options available. An apartment that is very close to your workplace, yet very small and very expensive, but affordable. Or option B, a big house, very spacious, but very far away from work and on budget. So, it depends on what kind of values you choose. Like, do you want to spend more time with yourself? Do you want to come home early? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Or at that point of time, saving more money is important to you. So it is very important to understand what your values are and base your decisions on that values. Unfortunately, we will have to sacrifice one to choose the other. Now, getting an apartment very close to your workplace on a budget would have been the best option possible, and we would have loved to take it. But life is not that easy, and we are always forced to make choices, difficult choices. And we don't always get that easiest or the best option, do we? So before you make any big decision, it's a good idea to make a list of values that you stand for. If you know this, decision making becomes much more easier. And also, you wouldn't regret your decision later because you clearly know what you stand for. Okay, so here goes tip number 2. Know your priorities. Your priorities keep changing and they are different in different phases of your life. For a mother, career takes a backseat when motherhood calls, and this is a conscious choice she makes. Another classic example is of weight loss. You decide to go to a gym, but then you stop after a week's time because you don't see significant results or you feel lazy. Now, in that point of time, you gotta choose what is your priority. Is it to lose 2 kgs in a month, or is it to stay fit and live a longer life? Now, what is most important to understand is that there can't be 2 things as a priority. You gotta choose one, and more importantly, let go of the other. This brings me to the tip number 3. What are you willing to let go? What are you willing to sacrifice? It's only human to hold on to things that are dear to us, that are important to us, and that makes us very comfortable. But most of the time, life will only give you one option. Either this or that, not both. So you gotta decide what you're willing to keep and what you're willing to let go. Quoting from the previous example, if you want to live longer, then you have to let go laziness. Okay, so here goes point number 4. Think long term. How would this particular decision impact you in the long term? What would you lose out on if you do not take a decision right now? Well, is it a good idea to postpone a decision and wait a little longer? Maybe it is. because most of the times when you wait, you get better visibility to the future and more resources to decide what you want. But there is also a risk of missing the bus and regretting it later. So go ahead and make a list of things that you would lose out on if you do not take a decision now, or if you do not act upon a decision that you've already taken. Last but not the least, here goes tip number 5. It's okay to take emotional decisions, but never take a decision when you are emotional. Now, you don't always have to be logical or analytical or rational in your decision making. A little bit of emotional decision is okay because that only makes you more human. But when you are emotional, like when you're raging with anger, or you're overwhelmed with sadness or frustration, or you're feeling let down, or you're not feeling yourself or not feeling normal, then avoid taking a decision at that time. Because if you act upon it, like you write a furious mail, you charge out of a meeting room, or you end up in a fight for no reason, then these are things that you're surely going to regret later. So in these cases, divert your attention from that situation. Do something that is completely unrelated, and come back when you're comfortable to think clearly, and then go ahead and take a decision. So as we come to the end of this video, here I summarize the 5 tips that can help you in good decision making. First one, understanding your values. 2, knowing your priorities. 3, knowing what you're willing to let go. 4, thinking long term. And 5, never take a decision when you are emotional. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I hoped you liked it and it makes some sense to you. If you like it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And is there anything else or any other topic that you feel I should talk about, please do leave a comment below and I shall try and make a video out of it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.